Superman standalone style movie said to be not an option because they, like I said, they hate money. DC, like if Paramount loves to ruin your child, is the ones that want to ruin your childhood right now, which we're going to cover more of later. It's not just Transformers; it's a bunch of other stuff. DC's like, you know what we want to do? We want to give you something that's like totally plausible and doable, and then we're just not going to do it because they know that Henry Cavill is like the most bankable Superman they've ever had, and they just don't care.
He is, because he has the look and he's a cool ass dude.
He's a cool dude.
But Superman is kind of lame.
Yep.
So it says, and that's what they kind of go into here, like why it doesn't work, right? So it says, with the Batman looking like it will be $1 billion hit, some fans are wondering if Superman could get the same treatment, meaning a standalone movie not connected to a greater universe on the other side of the Justice League characters, which in the same route of the Christopher Nolan movies took as well, like be their own thing outside of the, everybody's rushing to not.
Sorry, a stink bug just dropped down on me and died.
Same thing happened to me.
Luckily, I've put them in their place before, so they know not to mess with me. Basically, the idea is like everybody's rushed to make like their own universes. Like God knows, like what they were talking about. Like there's like I kid you not. I once heard the term Bronyverse.
Oh my God! Yeah, yes. The bronies.
So they want to make like a My Little Pony universe. God help us all. So
well,
everything has to be. But I'm saying they want to make a movie universe of all this stuff. Everything has to be a universe.
Well, they kind of did.
Just already. Make your own. Just make individual movies that are good, and people will go see them.
But Brett, hear me out. They already did the Netflix Milo Pony movie that they had. It's connected to the TV show, but they don't talk about the TV show. Well, they did. They mentioned it in the beginning, but then after that they stopped. But basically, like everybody hates like the unicorns and the Pegasus. Like, mainly they hate the unicorns because they're kind of racist.
You have no idea how much I love not knowing any of that.
For real.
like with every bit you tell me, I'm like, I'm so glad I don't know this.
But come on.
Holy crap.
Come on. It's not that bad.
I mean, like, back to the topic.
Thank you. Gosh, thank you.
The reason why, like, Superman can't succeed is because he's, like, a patriotic, like, Jesus allegory.
Well, yeah. I love the patriotic Jesus allegory.
I get that, but, like, it's 2022 and, like, the whole world is, like, crypto fascist. So
I'll never forget the first time I heard that mentioned in a video. Like there's a YouTuber named his channel used to be called Diversity in Comics, and he just roast bad comics, and now he has a channel called Comics Matter. But they're like he like people just when he first came out, people just hated him. They still do. They hate his commentary because he calls people out regardless of their race, gender, sexuality. He's not afraid to call people out. And they like somebody called him a crypto fascist. He goes, I don't even know what the hell that is.
Well, for the fans at home, a crypto fascist is a fascist that is hitting about his fascism.
Oh.
Now
register my weariness, please. So it says the Batman fan site Batman on Film wondered just that on Twitter, but a Matt Reeves Batman style Superman movie or trilogy doesn't appear to be happening. As reported, DC Industry Insider responded and said it isn't an option. Another fan questioned why it can't happen. Is it not an option for the DCEU, or is Superman off limits? Where the Insider only teased with a wink, just hold your cape. And they go down through this. He says another fan also chimed in asking for more, but the leaker only replied that some news about Superman is dead on arrival, which may suggest changes for the Man of Steel. Some of the Superman news is DOA. There was 2 projects in the work. There was they were going to do like a Michael B. Jordan version with like based on the Ta-Nehisi Coates, like about Val Zod, the alternate universe version of Superman, Black Superman. It's and like that project got announced like 2 years ago, and there hasn't really been any. But
look at that fan art, though.
That fan art's good. I mean, I don't really have any interest in I would rather see him play Static Shock than.
Oh, that's true.
So it says regardless, what is that? Just because there's so many characters that you could actually incorporate and do, rather than just.
You wanted to say.
I really like
about
Static
that?
Shock, but I really don't want to see them ruin it. Like,
and they won't make it good. It won't be made good.
It'll be like the most on the nose, hyper offensive thing we've ever watched. I think
there's just no faith in modern day storytellers to be able to tell these stories with nuance.
Like he won't be able to go like 10 words without being like my lived experience.
Yeah. So what you mean is anecdotal evidence.
Right.
Yes. So it says, regardless, what is exactly going on with Superman in the movies is presently unknown, but there are lots of recent reports and rumors. It has been reported that J.J. Abrams is developing a black Superman movie alongside Ta-Nehisi Coates, but nothing has been said about this project in a while. Well, likewise, Michael B. Jordan. That one was going to be just Clark Kent, but they race swap him. And then Michael B. Jordan was working on the Val Zod version, which a bunch of people were actually excited about. I'd be okay with that. I mean, I think that one works better as a TV show than a movie. And it says, for the multiverse, and it's unclear if Jordan will star in the role or if he's just going to be producing it. I'm sure Michael B. Jordan by now has made enough money that he's pretty heavily in the producing game. And then this is the real question. What about Henry Cavill's Superman? He does good in the role every time. They just don't ever give him good movies to be in.
Did his movies do really well?
Man of Steel did okay, but like a lot of people understand, that's not really what Superman is like. You know, like, because it was all Zack Snyder, and you don't like Ben Affleck as Batman, and you don't really have an opinion on Zack Snyder's interpretation of DC.
I don't think they were. It was like, I think that they were trying to do it like a more comic booky, but it just like.
I liked it because it took itself seriously, whereas Marvel movies wink at the camera all the time. That's my personal opinion on the matter.
Well, I don't know if
it was a little film noir. I feel.
Yes, no, it absolutely was, and I enjoy that aspect of it because it's not asking you to leave everything every 5 minutes and have humor.
The thing about Ben Affleck is he's either the best actor in the movie or he like tanks it.
I like him. I know that, but me and Dane will.
No one's perfect.
We have our fisticuffs about this.
About Ben Affleck. This is such a weird hill to die on, bro. Ben Affleck.
It's not a hill I'm dying on.
But-
I just have an opinion. It's just my opinion.
Just saying, if Henry Cavill doesn't get cast as Superman again, let's just watch him in The Witcher. That's it. Because he.
What if they made him Captain America? What if they made him the new Captain America? Holy crap! He's a little buff.
He looks Batman-y.
Yep.
Like he looks like Bruce Wayne. Like
He kind of does. Oh my god! What if they cast him instead of Batman? He's like
They just switch him and Affleck, and Affleck becomes Superman.
Oh god!
That'd be funny.
What if Affleck like ruins all of Superman?
Affleck has the butt chin, so he could do it.
Really? He does.
He has a butt chin.
Oh.
It says, worth a mention is that Zack Snyder's Man of Steel was basically a standalone Superman movie, but the movie didn't do as well as hoped at the box office, not because it was a standalone, but because the story had issues with a lot of fans, which led to Batman vs. Superman and the Justice League debacle. Interesting enough, Zack Snyder's original plan was to have the flick be a standalone Superman movie and Batman movie. They were supposed to be separate from one another before they went to Justice League, and DC just didn't want to wait. They have that's the one thing, they don't have the patience to do this. And then I did find this other article that I just thought was really interesting. It says, why is it so hard to get Superman right in movies when TV does it so well? Me and Miracle are currently watching Superman and Lois, which, despite some structural story issues this year, gets the character of Superman in his home life well, does it very well.
TV's better than movies right now.
Yep.
You got more time to develop characters.
Yep. And it says there are lots of characters that are created for pop culture and that stand the test of time. I mean, like Superman was created as like a military recruitment tool, wasn't he? Like in the 40s or something.
Yeah.
I bet. I'm telling you.
No, that's Captain. I'm sorry, that's Captain America.
He seems like a Jesus allegory.
This week,
is.
Superman and Lois
A lot of
debuted on
people
the
say he is.
Yes, this week the Superman and Lois debuted on the CW. This is an old article, and the first thing that struck me is how well they understood who Superman is. He's a beacon of hope who has a huge heart. He's protecting humanity because he cares about us, and not because he thinks he's better than us. Because he cares about us, not because he thinks he's better than us. And he really is like almost disgustingly awesome like whenever Lois is mad at him, you can tell she's annoyed because she knows that he's like really good at everything.
He's too sensitive and understanding, which is what I hate. And what I do like about him is like the Injustice arc.
Yeah.
Because that was awesome. It's like him going mad.
We reviewed Injustice, the film version, like the animated movie,
and that was awesome because that's when you get like a real scope of like, hey man, if this guy went nuts, like, everyone's doomed.
Well, that's why I like the
thirsty Wonder Woman, and that was a little weird to me.
Oh Jesus!
Well, she was.
Let's not revisit that.
That was weird.
I know. Let's not revisit that, or Wonder Woman 1984, where she literally raped a man.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy. So basically, she wished back her true love. What's her true love again? What's his name? The guy that basically died.
It's the guy from Star Trek, right?
Yeah. Chris Pine.
Chris Pine's character, basically she wished him back, and technically his body is not found because he's dead, so they summon his spirit back into somebody else's body. So imagine that. And she's like, oh my god, I love you. And then they had a kind of rendezvous, a couple of days.
It's very creepy.
Yeah, so imagine that.
So, but they just go on about that he works better if you can develop the character more thoroughly, and that's harder in the movies because he can end every fight in like 2 seconds anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's the point? Like he's like Hulk. He's like a plot device more than a character.
Well,
Yes.
that's why I like Amazon Prime's series The Boys, because they kind of talk about that.
Superman's the solution, you know? Like,
Yep.
Yeah, like imagine Superman is actually like corrupt. Imagine that.
Yep.
If they did that kind of storyline, I prefer that better because, like, of course, like he's perfect. He's the Boy Scout of America. Imagine he's more corrupt and like people fear him because he can snap your skull in one squeeze.
If you've read a lot of Superman comics, then you know there are lots of iterations of the character, but few are as dour and sullen as the movies we've gotten in the last 20 years. While I know gritty comic book movies were all the rage, Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Justice League take Superman and focus on him as the other instead of as one of us. That is true. They make him... though I think that in the context of the movies, it makes sense to worry about a dude that powerful. Like, human beings aren't going to just take on trust that this dude isn't going to eventually just decide that he wants to rule the planet. Like, I think the response made sense in the context of the film, but it's your universe. You don't have to make that the story. You can make it about something more hopeful. It just requires better writers.
which they don't have.
They don't have, exactly. So it says, the only time Superman is human is when they have him making the impossible choice to break someone's neck. Something that felt decidedly not Superman. It wasn't. It was even me, who's not really a huge Superman guy, saw that and was like, eh.
I know so many comic book fans.
Yeah.
So many comic book fans, and it's crazy like how none of them ended up being like incredible writers for comic book writing right now is like taken over by former BuzzFeed employees.
Really? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. That's I have no opinion. I'm gonna stay out of it because it's one of those things. Like I said, I quit reading comics 2 decades ago because it's just
nonsense.
I think of it the same way as professional wrestling. I'll listen to podcasts talking about the industry, but I don't actually pay attention.
Superman's son is a gay activist.
In Son
John.
of Kal-El.
Like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
That's the industry is just it's a mess. So I try to like I said, I'll pay attention to what's going on in the industry, but I just don't read the comics anymore because it's just, as a medium, I'm just not as interested as I was when I was younger, and all of the stuff that surrounds the activist side of the industry turns me off from it. So I stay away.
That's everyone. That's why everything's tanking.
Yep, because everything has to do with activism, and that sucks. So
there.
Yep. So who would you get to play Superman?
If they are not doing Henry Cavill.
Please don't say Jason Momoa.
No. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. That man is too gorgeous for that role.
Ouch.
Henry Cavill's beautiful.
He is. And I see him as Superman, but if they don't recast him, who's a dreamy actor with nice black hair and can pull off blue eyes?
I asked you.
I know. I'm trying to think because, like, I'm blanking out on names. Oh my god, what's his name? The guy from Heroes, that series, the guy who plays as the villain. He was Spock in the new Star Trek movies. Oh my god.
That guy?
That guy, well, he also played in American Horror Story as a gay character.
You have literally a computer with the sum of all knowledge on it. You could look it all up.
I forget that I have it. But yeah, I would cast him maybe as an evil Superman.
You should look it up so that we know the name rather than... Yes.
I wouldn't pick him. Honestly, Henry Cavill's fine with me.
Yeah, Henry Cavill's fine for me.
Superman's
If they
like,
don't cast him again, I'm just saying that guy maybe.
The problem's not him. The problem's like Superman. I said Superman.
They should make that one. Superman. We should make that.
Like a Idiocracy version of Superman.
Yes.
Damn, Superman.
Can't say it today.
I can't say it.
Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.